Hey, it's Marcel Irnie Racing News. This is very interesting. Former Fox host Megyn Kelly broke some news saying, well, he's actually not fired. I'm talking about Carlson Tucker. He's not actually fired. He's still on contract. He was just essentially escorted away, removed from the mailing list, and not allowed to have a show, but he's still technically on contract. And this would actually play into the idea that they can control the narrative where he can't go and make his own independent show because they still have him on contract. So let's read into the story here on the Conservative Brief. Megyn Kelly broke some news regarding Tucker Carlson's departure on Monday from Fox News, saying that the top-rated former host can't really go anywhere else at the moment. Kelly, a former Fox News star herself, says that Carlson remains under contract with Fox. I think, break some news to you. This is a quote. Tucker Carlson hasn't actually been fired, she said during a Thursday podcast on Sirius XM. He's still an employee of the Fox News channel. Kelly went on to explain that Carlson was contacted by CEO Suzanne Scott and told that he would not be allowed to do any more shows and that he was denied access to the company email. She also said now the two would have to negotiate an exit from the network. She went on to claim that the call from Scott caught Tucker completely off guard, but that he's not fired. That's my information, that he still needs to negotiate the exit, and that right now he's not free to launch a podcast or a digital show or negotiate with other employers at all because he's still under contract, Kelly continued. She also said Carlson repeatedly attempted to find out why he was being taken off the air and was rebuffed by Scott. No answers. The firing came as Carlson had been negotiating a new contract that would have reportedly kept him at the network through 2029. So another 7 years or so, according to an independent report. To me, that is so disheartening, Kelly went on, explaining that Carlson managed to succeed and help then network succeed through one of the most turbulent periods, the dismissal of longtime CEO Roger Ailes and the loss of two of the network's top stars at the time, Bill O'Reilly and herself. So why now getting rid of their hugest moneymaker, the big audience? If I go into it, where is it? The stats. Fox News viewership at 8 p.m. So just at the 8 p.m. show, not the YouTube, not the recaps, not everything else. His final show had 2.6 million, 2.65 million. And then that was, I guess, the final. And then Monday, it dropped down to 2.59 million. And then Tuesday, 1.7. And then yesterday or Wednesday, 2 days ago, 1.33 million. And we can only imagine what Thursday and now Friday is going to be, down to 1 million. It's just dropping. And as I reported before, there was reports from anywhere from $800 million to $1 billion, depending on the stock price, where it dropped immediately. A free fall of the Fox News stock price, and I don't have it in front of me, but we could look later. So the numbers just do not represent good at all. Tucker Carlson received 3.174 million total views, with 445,000 in the 25 to 54 demo during his Monday, April 17th show. On Tuesday, April 18th, Tucker received 3.223 million total views and 481,000 in the demo. So almost 500,000 in the demos. Nearly twice as many viewers as Fox's April 25th 8 p.m. replacement show hosted by Brian Kilmeade. Yeah, and I'm sure that was just the beginning because people are kind of curious, well, what is he even going to talk about this replacement? Is he going to be censored? Is he just going to continue on with actual news? Anyways, just wanted to give you an update, guys, on the Tucker situation. It's definitely really sad because who's going to be the voice now for the truth about Ukraine and Russia and NATO and the USA and essentially the USA doing this war, doing their wars around the world? Who's going to talk about all this now? Who's going to talk about the January 6th incident? Who's going to talk about the political prisoners? Who's going to talk about Canada's Freedom Convoy in the States, right? Nobody else. The bill C11 passed in Canada. Ridiculous. So guys, this show and many others like me, we might be censored right away. Essentially, it's like the internet is being censored, just like, you know, state broadcasters would have censorship. The same control of the broadcasting network from radio and television now is being applied to social media and the internet in Canada as a disguise for their political control. And you know, some people, well, it's going to take the feds a while to initiate this, but my personal opinion would be, I bet they've been ready to go for a long time. As soon as this passed, Trudeau's going to take advantage of it right away, because he is dying in the polls like Macron, and he needs to stop all the independent voices out there. He needs to shut us all up, so that only his voice will go through the CBC and the CTV and the Castanet and the Global. So you won't hear any other opinions. Who knows how they can censor Rumble and ODYSEE as well as not just YouTube. The internet altogether, total control, guys. Very sad state of affairs that Canada is in. And ironically, when Carlson Tucker was taken off the air, the next day Biden releases the presidential speech, but it's not even a speech, it's just like an edited video of some of his words put into some music and pictures, and he can't even put a speech together anymore. And then of course, the rebuttal by Donald Trump, where he actually does a speech and talks in rebuttal, which was pretty good. I just saw the other day. But yeah, Biden is deteriorating fast, and it's so ridiculous that the Democrats think that he can even function as their as their like little statue piece. Irnieracing News, guys. Cheers. April 28th.